delivered to my house by the mail. Okay? And I'm thinking, Black Cat, oh, it's okay, it's not gonna go, that's $200 now. It's getting to the point where it's not even the first appearance of a hero or villain. It's the first appearance of Susan Sarandon or somebody's name before they did a person. What?
Like that one page 2184. We got that trait that we made that.
Hey, do you mind not talking? But anyhow, that book is a good read. What about yours?
Fantastic Four 237, the anniversary issue of the Fantastic Four, written and drawn by John Byrne, inked by Mike Esposito, edited by Jim Falker, who did some of the X-Men stuff, Claremont, Byrne, and X-Men. This is a very good one and done Fantastic Four versus Dr. Doom and Puppet Master. In this book, I see today, 50 cents. Get down there and buy it right now. Well, it's double size, actually triple size, because there's Stan Lee, Jack Kirby backup feature, which is based on the first episode of the animated series of Kirby's Robot. So that is not sanctioned by Jack Kirby. He never wanted to be seen, but Marvel they want the money to play it anyway. So your chance to pick up, well worth it. Very thought-provoking. Good book.
Next point. Who's read The Death of Wolverine? No one else. I find that very telling. Okay. It's horrible, yes. It's horrible because it's some look.
He had an accident.
Exactly. Jay was talking about yesterday about the symbology of it. Jay Linson. Here's my thing. There's a conspiracy theory out there that Marvel wants to choke off some of their characters to get the rights back to them. So Wolverine and a lot of the Sony characters.
Sometimes they hand the ball to them when you're around and just pass it back.
Does anybody? Okay, God bless them. Here, I'm sorry about that, guys. You can apologize that up first hand. Does anybody believe in death in the comics anymore?
Unfortunately, no.
So here's my thing.
I remember I believe the death of the comic industry is happening now.
Yes. Well, I'll follow with the second question to that. I really think that they should stop doing entire series, and I think that they should come out and run the books. Like, if there's no interest in the Fantastic Four, don't kill them all. Just come out with another 4, 6 issue, 8 issues. What's that?
If they don't want people, rather than killing off Fantastic Four, just stop publishing for a while and give them a rest.
Right. But here's the thing: if you can kill somebody off that is of some noteworthy, and keep them dead, wait me there, and kill them off, and they're big enough to make an impact. But you'd like to see go if it was done right and keep them dead. Who would it be? Anybody? No. Comic characters. I'm gonna throw mine out there. FF.
Kill the FF.
I think the FF. The FF used to be the flagship title for Marvel. They used to be the flagship title for Marvel, and I love the FF almost as much as the Hulk, but they are a joke. They get no respect anywhere. I think if you kill them off now, no one's really going to miss them.
We're going to go around the whole room here.
Ted, what do you think?
Kill a character off, you think dead.
Professor X, and you should keep them dead.
Kill Professor X, and keep him dead.
He's dead now. We need to keep him dead.
Marva. Kill somebody, keep him dead.
Kill somebody.
Forever.
Come on, Marva. Tell someone you don't like. I wish they killed off this person. Okay,
Tim, you have 2. You have hers.
Kill off somebody.
You get
bump off Captain America.
Get the hell out of here.
Jesus. They did, and I like the Brubaker stuff.
I like
Bucky.
And then, let's see, another one.
Batman, kill Batman, keep him dead. Let's take care of
That's a good one. Well, they did.
Yeah, they did it. And they were
And
like,
then
oh,
let's
no.
talk about Superman too. Hey, mine.
He took one.
Okay.
Andrew?
I'm not going to say it, but probably the Runaways.
Kill all the Runaways? Kill all the Runaways?
The gang massacre bus just.
He looked at the Fantastic Four.
Like, well, half the team has been turned up in like 5 years, and the other half is the other team.
Someone on back.
I can handle that, Tony.
Spider-Man.
Wow, someone that's like Spider-Man.
This.
I was always going to ask for the Fantastic Four. I like them. Just keep them guessing.
I like to put on the thing that before, you know, have the shirt on, but, you know, I can back to see Stock Exchange.
Doctor.
Oh!
Oh, you might want to open the door now there.
Ooh, you said the wrong guy. So in the Bill's eye lock him out of. Man. Clock
Man.
up.
You get two.
Rachel.
I've given you three.
No, hurry up.
Well, Wolverine, before he won the X-Men movie, I'm getting the star, but other characters are supposed to
Okay,
be
but
the star.
Wolverine off.
Lois Lane, because her death was.
Throw her out the window, forget the catcher, I love it.
And Deadpool, because I'm tired of it.
Stole a hero on mine. I can't kill Superman, I can't kill Vengeance, I can't kill Deadpool. Awesome!
Which is the reason why Lifefield's not here, by the way.
Right.
Liefeld, but also, but real quick, does anyone think that Liefeld not being here brought more people?
Yes.
Sometimes it's good to.
So they took Deadpool,
Not
they
here,
took
that's-
Superman, but I can't kill Vengeance. I guess the character I want to kill is keep Deadbeat Iron. Go ahead, get rid of that guy. He's causing too much problems for the Marvel Universe.
I mean, when you think about music, comics now, and Bill and I talk about this, it's funny, if you even pick up, like, what sells now, and in the top 5, top 10, compared to the 90s, it's a shell. I mean, you can sell 10,000 books or 10,000 records that make the top 10, well, back in the 90s, you were selling millions.
We're on the top, we're on the top, right now.
The top
I
five?
can't even tell you.
Spider-Man,
Spider-Man, Walking Dead, Walking Dead.
I'll say Walking Dead and Spider-Man. One of the X-Men or Adventure books is bound to be in there. Batman, there's gotta be a Batman book there too. You see that represented somehow.
You know, we got some, most of us having some.
What the hell is that?
Sorry. So we have more of an older crowd here. How more motivated are you guys to read the newer stuff? I'm not trying to be on anti-new stuff, I'm just saying, I'm actually interested, Ted.
You know, we pulled everything off of our.
Okay.
Just over a server, like flat,
All right.
I was trying to search
I like Surfer. Surfer's good.
So yes, Rob? You do, Vince?
I read it, I wouldn't say I'm enthusiastic about it.
Tony, Andrew?
Hey,
Okay. Ted? Mark?
Yeah, like I said, we're just probably not interested. It's really not.
I'm buying the Jim Strong Stanley stuff.
I
Oh,
check
that's
out,
good.
I check out Titans every once in a while, because the
Time of
next
year,
one's
one.
good.
You know, we'll keep going.
I'm just thinking.
I researched, you know, we got these stuff pretty good from the videos.
There you go. Put on.
Best writer, artist, teams, and comics, I got 3 in one mission. First one's a no-brainer, who do you think it'd be?
Claremont Burn.
And I love Stanley and Jack Kirby.
Oh, the Kirby can't go wrong
You
either.
can go on them, the Fantastic Four, 1 through 102, Animals 1 through 6, X-Men 1 through 10, Incredible Hulk 1 through 5, Avengers 1 through 10, Captain America 100 through 109.
Basically most of the 60s.
If we say. Unfortunately, either one of them on their own, not strong. As a matter of fact, if you force Stanley to write, you will cry. He's a better artist to tell a good story. The next one is Claremont Burn. Then he was Uncanny X-Men, Iron Fist, Mark Teela, Starlight, Iron
And for
Fist.
anybody, Burns started at issue 108. So,
And I think that they are truly the Lennon and McCartney of comics. Those two guys together in comic history, they have great comic book stories. And if you separate the two of them, they both still do pretty well, but not as good as they do when they're together.
right.
So, and my last favorite, that should DC a little, Jeff Lowe and Tim Stitt.
Yeah.
And the great creative team to give us Batman Home Halloween, Batman Dark Victory, Month Night, plus Daredevil Yellow, Spider-Man Blue, Bolt Gray, really good stuff. If you haven't checked out any of those books, check them out, especially Batman Home Halloween, Daredevil Yellow, Spider-Man Blue, really good stuff.
But, you know, an anthology with Bolt Gray, Spider-Man Blue, and Daredevil Yellow,
All the same ones.
all in $20.
And anybody wants to check any of that stuff out, I'm sure it's down there. Anybody got any other creative teams that maybe shouldn't have mentioned that you guys really like?
I think the person who, looking to run, Neil Adams. some of his
Rob
stuff.
Roy Thomas.
Yeah.
Thomas Adams,
Yeah.
yeah.
Very good run, very good
What
run.
about underrated teams? We think it's gonna be the underrated.
I think David McFarlane never got their full due.
Yeah, Peter Demon Tommy Farley's girl, I think they're underrated. But Farley's got really popular with Spider-Man because he doesn't know very good. I think Paramount and Cockrum was underrated. They didn't really get their just due because of all the attention that Paramount and Burn got.
And a nice little run of Lemoyne and Bernie Wright's first finish of Swamp Thing. The covers alone are worth getting.
Well, on that same note, I would say Mark Pasco and Steve Yeti from I got Swamp Thing on
another
another
really
team.
point that shit.
You got a book?
Yes. This is actually my favorite book. That was anybody read Tangleweb Spider-Man? Alright, even if you're not a Spider-Man fan, Tangleweb is a series that they do really, what would you describe it? Not off the wall. Yes. Like there's
Off the wall,
there's one book where the Rhino actually has something go wrong and he actually gets smarter to the point to where he's smarter, he's a genius level by the end of the story, and he knows Peter Parker's identity. I mean, it's just a really, something like that John Travolta movie. He's smart, but he's losing it, and he's got to try to find somehow to stop it. Something along those lines.
The movie's phenomenal.
Phenomenal, thank you. The Tangleweb number 4, it's called Severance Package by Rucka and Russo. And what it is I don't know the guy, he actually has a name for one of them, but he's the Kingpin's right-hand man. He's one of them throughout the years. And it just shows a day in his life. And the problem is, he made a screw up with the Kingpin that he's got to be held accountable for because it was a assignment that went wrong. It was ordered by Spider-Man. And it just goes out while he's going to go out, later on that evening to confront the Kingpin about his screw up. It's his day in his life, what he does, how his family reacts, how his wife's reacting. They're talking about like a job. She's like, I can't believe he thinks that, you can do something about Spider-Man. He's like, I know, hon, it's just the way it goes, And it's a neat story. I won't give away what happens at the end. But it's Tangleweb 4, and it's a great story.
Tangleweb number 4, and you would think, how much would that cost?
$1.
Maybe $1?
No, I found it in Buxton one time. But maybe a couple of bucks if it's in better shape. But it's absolutely... The Tangleweb series is decent on its own because it tells all the beaten path, tells that story does.
This is probably the most expensive book on my list. It's probably about $5 or $6. Daredevil 191, which ends the Frank Miller, first one of the book. This issue is drawn by Frank, inked by Terry Austin, edited by Denny O'Neill, another talented writer in himself, edited the book. This book is complete all in one, but Bullseye is in the hospital from after the sexual battle in 181 with Daredevil. He's in a body cast. Daredevil actually breaks into his hospital room and plays Russian roulette with him because he is so depressed and almost suicidal about things that have happened in his life recently that he plays Bullseye for. So I'm going to tell you how it ends. That's all one and done, included in this book. Daredevil 191 does not go wrong. You can't pick it up.
My last thing is we're wrapping this up, and
We have this topic.
there's one more topic, one more book. First off, I really want to thank you guys for putting up with us and faces coming out. Ted, Ted's always been a big support. When I see Ted, I know Ted listens all the time, and I'm forgetting his name. I almost had a topic, but I'm just going to put this. I just want to find out, just for people that are out there, when you come to Jim's City, what do you guys normally? What's your big thing here? I just want to know.
Is that your topic?
That's my topic. What do you normally come here for, Ted? Really? For signature, just to interact with them, signature? That's cool. Marva?
The first time I've talked.
Did you like it here? You can say no, it's all right.
It didn't affect her skin condition, and she didn't run high in cost.
You think that's a point?
Well, hey, it's a start, right? Andrew?
That's like all the concentrated nerd stuff all in one place.
Concentration of nerd stuff. That's a very good. Tony? Old and new or old and concentrated? Vince?
I like what you said, concentration on the I mean, just seeing what's new, also get some better issues from the contract.
Sales and office.
Matt can help us out, we already know his name, so. Rob, besides shrimping? Hey, let's just hurry up. He bought the shrimping piece yesterday and put out a very, he was our MVP of our
Very
auction
generous.
yesterday. Very, very generous.
I think it's just, meeting the creators and then playing, just meeting, I guess, stuff off the beaten path. Anything with the local artists, local guys that are putting stuff together in the basements or whatever, that stuff, and then just meet,
Okay, and that means, can we steer you to some of the better creators down there to get a chance to actually, you know Victor Danger's already.
Victor and Sean.
Eric Adams.
Okay.
Eric Adams, Dustin Carson. Chad Lambert.
Now, Bill and I, we are part of the Star, which is local Springfield. I'll tell you something.
We're associated.
Yes, we're saying, it is a big mesh of things, and I like the fact that at least, without, you can relax a little bit and immerse yourself in a little bit of nerdery and not have someone look at you. So I totally get it. But I thought about this topic, I was like, you know what, if we didn't have a whole lot of people here, because Sundays are kind of iffy with the thing, I just want to ask you to look here a little more. And guys, have you guys like Gem City in general?
Oh, yeah.
I'm telling you guys something seriously, with all these wizards and stuff, for the price of what you could possibly do and get, for the price, it's great, because, if you're paying $40 to go in Wizard World, $30 less dollars than what you have coming here to spend on. And I'm thinking right now, all the independent people, okay, they're all doing great because the people are interested in the books.
Right.
You don't have the media side sucking out the life of the book side. Go ahead, Ben.
My last topic would be, I love comics, very passionate about comics, as you may know. I also have a great love for music. So what I want to do now is kind of concentrate on what I think may be the 3 best comic book movie soundtracks that's ever been out there.
Different.
Because Howard's a doctor.
For years, if you asked me this question for years, the easy answer would have been The Crow.
I love the Crow. Both soundtracks.
Score, and the fact that I think it's important because it also utilized the music in the story of the movie. So I think that's a strong point that we go on. There you go. And you can't go wrong with that. You got Pantera, you got Helmet, you got your music here, and all kinds of stuff. It's excellent stuff. There you go. That's a great term. Great team. Guardians of the Galaxy, I think, was soundtrack. Not what I usually
That's
listen to.
cool rock.
Not what I usually use it, but it also incorporates the story of the movie.
Yeah.
So I think that anytime you can do that, it worked out really, really well. And like I said, it's not music I usually listen to, and I can't use it. I gotta admit that.
Can't separate it.
Yeah, and sometimes when I fell in love speaks to my head right now.
That one, it's actually distant shots. They're flying into the giant skull or the mining colony, and that one song, I forget which song it is. Did anyone else get like a heavy metal vibe?
Oh yeah, very much so.
Serious heavy, okay.
Yeah, very much so. So I have to say, due to my taste in music, which tends to lean to dark and heavy style, my favorite soundtrack of all time has to be it's got some really good stuff on there. You got Rob Zombie singing Drowning Pool. You got Frog making some of those.
Neil Diamond on there.
No, he's a
Jerry Zero.
But Collins on there. The Collins something heavy, but that's a good track. It's got 2 tracks by Heavy on there.
The heavy metal sound, I mean, heavy metal soundtrack still holds decent.
Right? Yeah, it's that kind of right. And once again, those songs are used in the movie as well.
Right.
Very good. I just wanted to tell you that. Last book.
Now look, this is gonna sound absurd, but if you ever run across this 50-cent dollar bin, Marvel 201 Annual 7, the Thing, iconic cover, I'm being sarcastic, the Thing holding up the boxing uniform with a bunch of the other heavyweight strong guys behind him. First appearance of the champion of the universe, the Red Gem? Infinity Gem? Power Gem. The story.
He doesn't have it in that story.
No, he's just there. Look, I cannot defend the story, okay? But it's a decent read. He comes to Earth, he challenges all of the strong men to a boxing match. So the Hulk, Thor, Wonder Man, Sasquatch, Colossus, they all have to train in a galactic Olympic setting with workout equipment. And basically what they're saying is, you know, the things like, I'm not the best, I'm not the strongest, I have the most heart. So, you know, some of it is equivalent to boxing. What happens? Thor gets disqualified for using his mallet. The Hulk loses control, rips up the ring, they disqualify him.
Colossus gets crap.
Colossus gets crapping like always. Aside on the Colossus, anybody who's an avid X-Men, do you remember when Colossus always fought another strong guy? And like if it was the Juggernaut or the Gladiator, they can go toe to toe, and then everything collapses on him, and the other guy walks out while Colossus is buried underneath there. I'm thinking something doesn't like Colossus.
But
Anyhow,
it's super tough.
well, yeah, exactly. But the Thing takes him on, and you know, it's
He goes 3 rounds.
He goes 3 rounds with the guy. I can't defend the concept of the story, but it's well written. It really is.
It's not bad. I don't think you can read that book and not like it. It's not a fancy book.
The pencils by Ron Wilson. I don't know who did the script.
I think it's Tom DeFalco.
Tom DeFalco, but look,
It sounds like it's something.
I'll put it this way, whatever you think of the story leading up to it, the ending is very good. But still, I was in the Marvel 201, I bought it, I was like, you gotta be kidding me. Oh, that didn't end too bad. The more I read, the more I liked it, so.
I read it so many times, my issues got messed up as time.
What's that?
I read it so many times.
So you know the story?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
And this is before he became one of the Guardians, the champions of the universe.
Rachel can vouch for me. Has anybody ever met the penciler for that book, Ron Wilson? Has anybody ever met Ron Wilson? He was an incredible guy, very nice guy. If I didn't know better, I would say Vince looks so much like Ron Wilson, does he not?
Yeah.
You guys would be related. You're not from Detroit, but you can't.
No.
Little side note on something real quick, and I'll leave it to Bill. When we met Starenko, Bill happened to have a meeting, go with them. We met the champions, what was the champions guy, together with the champions? Did you guys ever get a chance to meet the older writers and artists that are not well known, like the 70s and whatnot? Take a few minutes. If you see their work and you're somewhat familiar with them, talk with them. I'm going to tell you something right now. These guys will tell you everything over and under the table because these are the guys that will drop through the cracks and you would not believe how entertaining and informative they are. I'm not saying they're looking for attention, but they are so appreciative of when Bill was working and talking about the champions, this guy could not stop talking about it. He was telling us things about the inside job. It was absolutely wonderful. And did you ever get a chance to talk to him?
I actually, the first time I went to the comic book convention, Ron Wilson actually was critiquing a young guy's portfolio right after he just graduated from art school. And Ron Wilson wanted to break his comics, and Ron Wilson took an hour of his day and critiqued his portfolio.
For all you artists out there, if Chris Claremont tells you to bring your work the next day, you bring your work the next day.
Same con is in the same day. I walked up. Who in this room hopefully knows the name Joe Cooper? Who knows the name? He was at Mid-Ohio Con. I didn't think I'd get anywhere near his table, but it was so skewed that nobody was at his table. Oh, I actually was able to walk up to his table and have an hour-long conversation with Joe a few years before he passed away because all these younger fans did not appreciate these older writers. Walked up and had a half-hour conversation with Lynn Warren.
Oh, Lynn Warren. God,
Co-creator of the new X-Men, creator of Wolverine, and Lucius Fox. He said he makes more money off more than Lucius Fox than he's ever made off Wolverine.
I believe it.
So, but the last book on my list is The Avengers 160. A great book written by Jim Shooter, illustrated by George Perez, favorite artist of one of my favorite artists. And it's inked by Mike Esposito, edited by Archie Goodman, very good writer in his own self. If you're a fan of Marvel, Star Wars comics, Archie wrote for those. The story of Grim Reaper deals with the origin of Wonder Man, the connection of Wonder Man, Grim Reaper, and Vision. And very kind of timely book considering the movie coming out also deals with Vision a little bit. And I have a little thing once a year at my house called a comic book party. I'll be talking about the book party as well. We get together every year, we talk about books and why they're important to us, other than the fact a monetary value. Why is this book important to me? And for those who won't be there, this book is important to me because originally it was given to me by a friend of my dad, coworker of my dad, who at the time was maybe 30 years older than I was. He collected comics. And the first validation to my father that other people besides his son liked books. He couldn't believe he actually worked with a guy that liked comics. He gave me this. He gave me a copy of Karate Kid #6. And something else. But this book is a fantastic book. All on, done. Probably get for 2 months. Pretty fun.
What were your first 2 books? I have all the others. What were your first 2?
My first 2? The first one was Amazing Spider-Man 187, Captain America, and Electro. And been drawn by Jim Starlin. And my second one was Incredible Hulk Angle #7.
Thanks, man. And guys, God knows that's about it. And thanks so much for putting up with us. We really appreciate you guys coming out here on the second day, which, of course, second day is hangover day, where everyone's not quite as enthused when they're here. They're tired from walking around, and their wallets have been hit a couple of times from buying stuff.
And just as a parting gift, I have just autographed my agenda. Anybody that wants this, less than $60.
If you haven't advertised your autograph, I just signed this paper if somebody wants it. Please come up here and get it.
If anybody wants it, it'll be right here.
Whatever. That's hilarious. Well, thanks a lot, guys. Seriously.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Frank.
Hopefully,
Thank you,
see all
Bill.
you guys next year.
Hey, hopefully.
Okay, guys, that's the end. Signing off with the Death Pirate.
You guys may